If you're thinking about joining EVE Online, you could play for free. Your friend has personally invited you to play EVE Online through the recruitment program. You can play for free as an alpha pilot with an added bonus of 1 million skill points. Actually, that's 20 days of training, so it's 20 days of training as a members account without any benefits. So the 1 million skill points will help you get a lot further. I wish I knew about this before I started. And if 20 days of free training wasn't enough, that would be able to get you into the battleship on the first day. Just crazy. You'd be able to do so much on day one with the 1 million skill points, but they also give you 50% off on your first month of membership. So if the $15 was expensive, maybe $7.50 isn't so expensive, especially if we could find a way to Plex for free. So we pay the $7.50 and then we see if we could pay for the account just by playing the game. Plus you get daily login gifts for the first 15 days you log in, and then if you want all of these amazing benefits, all you have to do is click the link in the description, and then I think you're also added to my friends list, so you could talk to me and then maybe we could help each other out in the game that is EVE Online. Alright, so this episode we're going to be looking at skills, but also we're going to look at the item hanger, because we just finished a bunch of level 1 missions. We just literally accepted 6 of them and completed them. So if you go to your inventory, you could sort by estimated price reverse, and then your most expensive items will all be shown near the top. So if you're looking to sell something, you could just go view market details. I think we had orders. We put some orders in that we were selling some things. We're just waiting for them to sell. This one says 1.54 million, but there's a buy offer for basically the same price, so we might as well just sell these. So we go sell the item instantly. So we'll get 2 million from that. So we just got those from looting the enemies on the level 1 security missions. Then we could sell this item, because we actually needed to buy books to train our skills, I think. Or we could upgrade our ship or something. So we sold some items. We got 5 million. So while I was out there doing those missions and mining and looking at everything, we realized we have these 1 million skill points. There's absolutely no reason to save them, I guess. If we know what we're doing, like if we have a goal in mind. So the Caldari destroyer, we know that we wanted to get the Caldari cruiser at least. Like we could get the Caldari battle cruiser as well, probably. I think we just need to buy the book. Caldari battle cruiser, although the ship is expensive and it only takes a little bit to train, right? View market details. So 2.5 million on the station for 3 million. So I think we're just gonna fly to one of these stations to get the book. Location, set destination. So then we don't have anything in our ship, right? Yeah, our ship just has the ammunition. So let's undock. Let's go to the station. Let's buy the book. So we don't want to pay the marked up prices here. We're pretty low on money already, because we actually bought something too. We actually bought a ship because we couldn't wait or something. We're like, wow, it's 15 million. We might as well buy it. And then all of our money was gone. So we were gonna buy skill books to go into the Caldari battleship. But that book's like 7.5 million, so we don't have the 10 million to buy both of the books. Then actually we're probably spending money we shouldn't be, because we should be working on our mining ship. Because production, yes, we're gonna look at the industry, because industry is also required for a bunch of end game ships anyways. It's also required for the mining ship as well. So in show info in the industry. So if we go required for level 1 reprocessing, advanced ship construction, so that's a member skill. And then mass production, mining connections, that's alright. And then level 4, level 5, you need it for the mining barge and exhumers. Probably just the transport ships or expedition frigates. Wonder what the expedition frigates. Oh, the endurance and the prospect. Okay. So you need them for these ones. So these are good for gas mining. This one can wear the clovered ops thing, I think. So maybe industry would be good too, if you get the expedition frigates from it. And then you get transport ships. So, it's only 5 days to train for that. It only really requires industry, that's it. required for all of the transport ships. Oh, amazing. Okay, so industry is not just for the mining ship. Industry is for a whole bunch of things. So I guess we're saying industry is probably going to be a core skill regardless if you're looking for the mining barge. Well, if you wanted to get those ships later and venture into other ways to mine and prospect, I guess this would be a good way to get in. Because essentially, when you're out there running combat missions all the time, you're going to get bored of combat. Even though it is fun, you just burn through the missions, you destroy the enemies, you loot the enemies, and then sometimes you get surprised because they'll give you a loot worth like 1 million, or they'll give you a loot worth like 3 million or 4 million on the level 2 missions. So combat missions are really good, especially when you get those big loot drops. Though I guess mining and transport and then exploration. So we came here for the skill book. So if we go to regional market, it's probably going to show a whole bunch of skill books right here. Set the regional, set the range to the station only. So skill books, there's tons of skill books in this station. So I guess we just want to go to the character tree, called our battle cruiser, view market details. So there's one in the station for 2.5 million, because we don't have the skill, right? Buy and train. Alright. So we could buy that book for 2.5 million. Then we go to the inventory item hanger. Then we inject the skill. So it's going to take 1 day and 3 hours. So that's probably another core skill. Probably just your core battleships. So core battle cruiser. And then we could master a frigate or something. We could get level 5 frigate or the level 5 destroyer. But then I guess we should get the other core things first. So Kaldari battle cruiser, and then the Kaldari battleship. Oh, even for the Kaldari battleship, that's right. We needed a spaceship command level 4. So as soon as we put a spaceship command level 4 here, the battleship will be available. Because what is spaceship command? Show information required for ships. So it's required for a whole bunch of ships. Oh, and for skills for the mining frigates, precursor frigates. Level 2 ship command is for the cruisers. So they give you like level 3 at the beginning of the game. Use battle cruisers, covert ops ships, ore ships, industrial, expedition, transport ships. And then level 4 unlocks exhumers, indicators, battleships, battle cruisers. And then level 5 unlocks black ops ships. Oh, okay. Black ops, 77 days. Oh, geez. That's going to take a while. So I guess we don't really need 5 right away, but 4 is required for the battleships, and it is a free-to-play skill, right? So you can get battleships on free-to-play. So we got spaceship command up to level 4 on the tree. And then what else was there? Kaldari battleship. So apparently we just have to train this to level 1 anyways. And then we don't have the 7.5 million. So whenever you get the 7.5 million, it's just a little easy training, like 40 minutes or something. We're not sure, but we have 3 days on the training queue. So what else is there? We could go to navigation, I guess. Facing maneuvering, 5% improved ship agility. So your ship will turn faster. High-speed maneuvering, 5% reduction. So let's just go for the main core one. Let's go with shields first. So shield operation. If we click show information required for the basic shields, we train that. Level 2 will give you the larger shield. Level 3 is for a small shield booster level 2, medium shield booster level 2. Alright, so we should probably get a level 3 then. Level 4 doesn't seem really good. Level 3 seems really good then. So shield operation, 39 minutes to train there, and then 3 hours and 40 minutes. So we got the shield operation to level 3, and then shield management. What is that for? Shows required for, so nothing until level 5 really. Shield boost amplifier. So that, 5% bonus to shield capacity. It does give you bonuses, but shield boosters. So that's probably really good. Armors. I think hull upgrades is something we needed. So hull upgrades level 2 gives you those, and then level 3 unlocks other things. I think level 4 gave you all the tier 2 modules. maybe level 3 for right now. What else does it give besides? I think it gave some skills. Oh, no, it didn't. Anyways, haul upgrades to level 3 would be a good one. It would take like 1 day, 17 hours. So just try to keep a whole bunch of low skills on here, right? You just want to train a bunch of skills that are going to train quickly that you don't have to worry about later. Well, these ones take a long time, but they're core skills. We only have 3 days on our thing. Mechanics is a good one. Required for advanced and then level 3. Gives you the tier 2 modules. And then advanced jury rigging, salvaging, remote armor layering. Level 4 would give you some more ship equipment. Oh, medium armor repair. Alright, so we're just going to do mechanics level 3. And I thought it unlocked the skill armor layering, jury rigging, and salvaging. So I think they give you salvaging from the beginning anyways. It's basically shield operation, hull upgrades, and then mechanics level 3. So that's the armor and the shields. And then maybe gunnery. Maybe gunnery at missiles or something. So we just wanted to get the weapons for now, just the small hybrid turret. So we wanted to get that to level 3. Then we wanted the medium hybrid turret, so we already should have bought the book for that, right? View market details. This costs 125,000, so it requires a level 3 small hybrid turret to learn that skill. So might as well just put this on here. I don't know if we want to train to level 3. We'll just train it up until we could use it, because we're using our skill points. And if we want to upgrade it later, we can add it to the tree and then train it. So like all these other abilities would be good to put on later. So missiles, maybe missile launcher operation. So we'll put that on there so we can maybe get medium missiles or something. Rapid launch. So what is show information required for 3? It should be heavy missiles, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Have prerequisites for. So then why isn't heavy missiles shown on here? Let's show information about heavy missiles. Need light missiles 3 as well. So missile launcher 3 and then light missiles level 3. So we might as well do that then. And then we can get heavy missiles. So view market details. This would be 125,000. Sure, we could buy that. So we're spending all of our money because we still need to outfit our mining ship, right? So now if we go to the inventory, we could go get heavy missiles. Then we could add heavy missiles to the tree just so that we'll know how to use them. And I think that's pretty much it, because we're going to want to learn these later, but those are really quick to train up anyways. Then the drones. So I did get drones. I did research this a little bit. It's required for mining drones, and light drones level 3 is required for actually using these drones. What? You need level 3 drones to use these. I thought we could use those. Oh, medium drones. Alright, so we might as well get some drones. Those are probably a core skill. Get drones up to level 3, and then all of your ships that use drones. This allows you to use 1 extra drone. And then light drone operation. We bought that from the marketplace and we trained it to 1. So it was just 75,000 to buy that skill. And then medium drone operation. So we're gonna need this one. 125,000 to buy that one. So you might as well. So we did need that on the other character on our battle cruiser. So our battle cruiser just couldn't destroy the enemies, so we really could have used drones. So let's just put medium drones on here. So now we get to use mostly drones, so maybe we'll just put mining drone operation to level 1, even though I don't think we're ever going to use them. Well, we could put mining drones in the hangar and combat drones maybe. Just gotta think about that. So electronic systems, probably nothing too important here, right? Maybe cloaking, show information. Required for the ships you need for the cloaking device, improved cloaking device. And then the covert ops cloaking device level 4. So how much is this book? View market details. 5 million. So cloaking would be something you could get later at some point. And then scanning. So I don't think we really need anything for scanning as a core skill. Maybe rigging, jury rigging, social. So probably just social negotiation connections up to level 2 or 3. But then you could just train those anyways, because they're not too important. Trade, maybe there's something in here, but neural enhancement. I think you actually need these for some of the implants, right? Show info required for. So to get the other better ones, right? +2 bonus to willpower. So we're going to be looking at implants later, but I guess we could train those when we need them, right? If we go to regional market, if we go to, well, it wouldn't be in this station, we couldn't look at them right now. Biology. Gas booster. Oh, just for boosters. I wonder what those do. So you might want to train cybernetics later to get some better implants, but we're not sure if you need to train them too, because we can't see them. Well, we could go to regional market, we could go set filters, show only unavailable, and then uncheck that. Then we go implants and boosters, and then we could go implant slot 1, and it'll show all of them. So we just basically want to be looking at these ones down at the very bottom, the ocular filter basic, right? Well, if we're looking at all of them, maybe that'd be the easier way to do it, because then it would show the stats of the item. So then we go down to the bottom here and say +5 to perception, +4 to perception. So maybe +3 would be really good. They only cost like 10 million, because you'd have to worry about the cost. These cost like 10 million. The +4s cost like 20 million. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the +2s only cost that. We don't know anything about the prices because we're not in the main trade hub. But essentially, level 3, the +3 ones you could get without training any skills, but then the +4 and the +5, which you might eventually want. The requirements are 3 days, cybernetics level 4, and science. Alright, so we won't worry about training that, because we could just get all of the +3 implants. That's alright anyways. +3 is perfectly fine. There's no reason to use your first skill points on it. And then resource processing. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, right? Engineering. Maybe, energy grid upgrades. 5% reduction in CPU needs of modules requiring these. So what is it? Capacitor batteries. Shields, flux coil, okay, capture charger. So is it only for those or something? Does it give skills or something? So we know, well, it's gonna be for getting the marauders, I guess. Marauders would be really good ships, but you're gonna have to train for 62 days. Energy grid upgrades 5, weapon upgrades level 4. Oh, so I guess weapon upgrades. Here we go. Show information on weapon upgrades. So required for ship equipment. So this would be for all of your weapon upgrades, and then advanced weapon upgrades at level 4, and the tier 2 weapon upgrades. Alright. So what does advanced weapon upgrades do? Reduce the power grid need of weapon turrets and launchers by 2%. Oh, that's what this one does as well, right? 5% reduction per level in the CPU needs of weapon turrets, launchers, and smart bombs. So when you're fitting out your ship, if you go to fitting, we could probably actually use that. Because all of our weapons, they're going to take CPU. And then if we could reduce the CPU cost of every single one, it'll give us more space to equip better modules on the other parts of our ship. So that would definitely be a core skill then. Weapon upgrades. 5%, so we could even train to level 4 or something, maybe. Just is there a reason to train it that high? Advanced weapon upgrades and the tier 2 ballistic weapons. So maybe there's no urgency to train it. Maybe there is. Energy grid upgrades, capacitor, CPU management, energy pulse weapons. So I guess that's pretty much it. got our basic ship set up, right? So we're going to be able to fly the battle cruiser and then the battleship whenever we can afford to fly it, and the spaceship command, the shield operation, hull upgrades, mechanics, small turrets, medium turrets. So we could use medium turrets and we could pilot the battle cruiser right away. Then the light missiles, so we could use heavy missiles on the battle cruiser as well. Then we'll be able to explore all of these ships. And then medium drones for all the drones, the weapon upgrades. And then we were just going to get industry. So we go to production, then we go industry. We could throw it on the bottom. So we already trained industry a little bit, so it wouldn't take this long. Now we have 10 days and 16 hours on the training queue. So if we were just looking for something AFK to do, we basically have all these skills. We could make them better, right? We could add gunnery and everything. We could train those and learn them. Probably would make us better for combat. But we wanted to get into industry as well, so most of it's in industry, which does other things. So I wonder what the prospect. I think it's just a level 5 frigate. Oh, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to look at the information of it. So we go right click and we say show information. Required for level 5. Expedition frigates. So what are these? Description, skillet operation, required for ships. And we'll say prospect. We'll see requirements. 29 days to train. So electronics upgrades. Oh, we need electronics upgrades 5 for a lot of core ships. Okay. Industry level 5 is needed. Mining frigate level 5. So there's okay. Yeah, it's a level 5 frigate, the tier 2. This would be good for gas cloud harvesting in a low security, which may be really good money, but we don't have 29 days to train. So we're gonna go to the ship tree. I think we're pretty much done here. We go to ship tree, and then we were just gonna finish training off the procure just because we bought it already. Even though I don't think we're gonna use it too much, but it will always end the curiosity of how is the procure mining. Because definitely when we're just doing things and we get bored of combat and we want to look at all the regional markets and look around and try to explore everything and examine the game, we're probably just going to want to sit there and mine. So the requirements were 6 days because we trained a little bit. So we just wanted astrogeology is all that we needed after industry level 5. And then astrogeology. So if you know that you're never going to go into mining, this would basically save you 6 days of training that you could put into something else, although we got the mining frigate to level 3. We haven't actually been mining too much, and I think the main reason is just because we don't have the mining ship. So if we go here, we would have 11 days and 14 hours on the queue, so we still have a whole bunch of room. And then we could figure out what to put on the queue next. So I think we could train everything here. So if we train the Caldari Destroyer, so what happens if we right click and we say apply skill points? This skill is currently in training. Pause your skill training and try again. Okay, so we have to pause it. Okay, and then we right click and then we say apply skill points. Set quantum between 0 and 1 million. Enter the number of skill points to use on Caldari Destroyer. Skill points needed for next level 8659. Okay, so what if we go down to the very bottom? If we train all of these, is that what it does? Oh, skill points needed 1000. So we're not 100% sure. What if we say apply skill points? Maybe you just click on the thing on the bottom. So we'll just look at the skills that we added one last time before we do it. So Caldari Destroyer to get our core ship skills. If you wanted to choose a different race, right? This is just what I'm doing. You could choose anything you want. You could choose if you like the Galante frigates. Like apparently the Vexor is one of the best ships to get into. So Galante is maybe one of the better things, but you could probably do any of the races. All their ships are probably pretty decent. Or you could go for like the Minotaur battleship, or the Amar battleship, or the Caldari battleship, or the Galante battleship, whichever one you choose, I guess. Just only choose one of the battleships, and then work your way up to there. And then basically your weapons, I think we just got our basic weapon upgrades. We could train all the things overnight, right? We could just basically put all these things on the queue. Maybe we will put a thing on the queue after as well. We'll do this, and then we'll see what we put on after everything is trained. So we got the Calari battle cruiser, the spaceship command, which is required for the battleship. Shield operation to give us tier 2 shields, and the hull upgrades to give us tier 2 things probably, and then mechanics 3 to give us new skills we could look at, and then small hybrid turret level 3 to unlock a medium hybrid turret, and medium hybrid turret to put onto our battle cruisers, I believe. And we have cruisers as well, that's right. Missile launcher operation to level 3 to unlock and light missiles level 3 to unlock heavy missiles level 1 for when we use those, and then drones 3 to unlock a medium drone operation. Then we got a mining drone operation, and then weapon upgrades level 3, and industry level 5, and then astrogeology, which increases our mining yield by 5%. Mining frigate 3, mining frigate 3, which is required for the mining barge, and then finally the mining barge. And actually there's another skill too. If you really wanted to go into mining, you would have to get the tier 2 strip miners, I think, right? So if we go to resource processing, we'll just see how long that is. Oh, well, we should be training, because we're not buying them. So if we go to resource processing, we could say mining, it's going to take 4 days and 21 hours to train that. Show information. Go to 3 strip miner 1. So we could use strip miner 1, or we could use strip miner 2 at level 5. Show information. Requires 4 days, 21 hours. Oh, total training time. Oh, because we only need a mining level 5. Alright. Because then you can put those things inside it. So what if it's required for... So we're going to have to look at the other things. So if we just throw mining level 5 on here, say we have 16 days of training. So now, right, if you thought you were never going to go mining, just go pure combat, just max out your missiles or something. Instead of here, just go with all max out your combat ship if you just were doing combat. But basically, industry is just some way to do something that's AFK. So I think we're gonna do that. It's like 17 days of training. It's gonna take you 16 and a half days of training. Modulated strip miner 2. So let's click on apply these skill points and see what happens. So 1 million. You're about to apply 712,000 skill points to train the following skills. 32 skills. Calari Destroyer level 3. So 4 hours saved. So it shows what we save. Okay. So that's basically most of the things, and then we still have skill points left over because we haven't really seen anything. So if we confirm everything is trained, skill training complete 32. So that's what the 1 million skill points is good for then. So then let's just do a gunnery on here to help our things. We could go surgical striking, 3% bonus to damage. So let's add that. Let's start training things. Surgical strike to here. So now we have our base combat ship done, right? We have all of our base combat skills done. Our armors are level 3, our mechanics. We still have more points to spend. So we only used like 70% of them. So that's really good. So we could still add a whole bunch more things to the tree. So let's just go with gunnery. Let's just finish training these off. And then if we find anything we want to train later, we could just add it. So sharpshooter, sure. And then medium hybrid turret. So maybe that would help out. If we're using the medium hybrid turret, controlled burst, 5% reduction in capacitator need for weapons. Oh, that sounds really good. Okay. And motion prediction, 7 hours. Sure. So maybe we'll just put all of these small projectile. Oh, trajectory analysis. I think we're just gonna learn these skills that help out the combat a little bit. And then probably for missiles, we might as well do the same thing, right? Missile bombardment. Or we could just we could just hover over it and say train to level 2. Oh, that's the easier way to do it. So let's just train everything to level 2 then. Missile bombardment, rockets, so I don't think we actually need those. I guess we got 3 days of things training. It's just all combat things to help our combat ship. And then in production, so we basically have everything then. Mining, we got mining level 5. We just have to buy everything. Oh, mining upgrades, so those can wait. We could just add those to the queue if we want to focus on mining a bit more. Say mining will be trained tomorrow. So how long do we need to get the mining upgrade to? Okay, so that'll be another 4 days or something. So now we just have 1 week on training. I guess our mining upgrades are going to go. We're probably just going to be mining for a week or something, and then as our combat skills get trained up, and then we definitely have the option to go do combat now as well. But essentially, training for mining is all done, and then combat's basically done. Now we could actually do some more things. We could actually do some more things in the game now. So if we go to the inventory, we should probably go back to the hangar where the ship is and try to fit it or something. If we go to the trading tower, set destination. So maybe we'll end the clip and then we'll meet back in the station. Alright, so basically something went wrong with the last 7 minutes of recording. It was deleted, so we're just in Jeddah, the main trading hub. We're gonna get the strip miner level 2, except we can't afford it. We trained to use it, except we ran out of money. So we're looking at the starter gift as well, right? If we show information, we got that for just logging in. And then the attribute says it just adds a straight up modifier or a straight up bonus to these. So it doesn't matter when you use this. I guess you could use it whenever, right? Because I thought it was going to be like you train 50% faster or something, or you train 100% faster. But considering it just does this, then I guess use it as soon as you get it. It'll probably help you train faster. So if we look on the history, we had to train some things. We had to train a reprocessing up to level 4, so we trained that instantly because we didn't want to wait. But we still have 300,000 points. Then if we eventually get a whole bunch of money, we could actually buy skill points anyway. So I guess that's another thing. So basically, yeah, we're just gonna use this. We're gonna say, let's just put a bunch of things on the training queue and then see what happens, right? Like if we were to put like 1 month or something. So if we were to put like 37 days, 8, 9, 10, 11, so there's no way to make it like even or something. So we would just need like 20 minutes on here, something like this. So if it was like 40 days of training, how much would +3 to these stats do? Because if we go to our character here, we go to character, we say attributes. You usually have 20 of all of these stats and 19 charisma. So you could remap anytime, right? To train certain skills faster. If you wanted to focus for like 1 year or something. But then I guess there's bonus remaps available. So whenever you wanted to, you could go to the remaps and then like take everything out of here and then just go like all perception and willpower if you want. If you were just training a combat character, right? You would just need perception and willpower. So then you'd actually train your other skills a whole lot faster. Or if you wanted to do production really early, I think you just need like intelligence and memory or something. Basically, you could remap your skill points just by going like here, and then you'd train these skills faster. So instead of having level 20, you'd have 27 into the stat. So let's cancel that. So maybe we'll have to do that sometime. Maybe after we're confirmed or after we learn a whole bunch of our other skills. But we could say on our skill tree, we have 30 days, right? 40 days. Yeah, pretty much like 40 days on the skill tree. So if we use this, it's going to increase our stats by 3. So if we consume, so how much of a difference does that make? Okay. So it's like a day and a half or something. So that's not too much, I guess. Well, you get that for 2 days training, so it's barely going to affect anything. Like guess when we add augmentation, it's permanently gonna add that though. So making it a +5 to stats, and then yeah, like we could buy these stats later. So essentially we have everything for our ship. I think we do. I think we just have to go dock up at the station again. Because we did actually pull out the ship, and then we went into it and we were talking about it, but that video got deleted. We tried to say, tried to save the video, and then it was 0 length. So we'll just come back at the station, then we'll equip the mining ship, and then maybe we'll go mining for a bit, and then hopefully eventually be able to afford the better miners. I think we actually have to train some more as well. I think we have to train the reprocessing skills to use the tier 2 modules. So instead of training instantly, I think we used enough skill points. We're just gonna let them train, just let these train here. So I don't think we need to train all of these. What do we, under 29 days, Kalari Battle Cruiser to level 5. So that's what we did have on here. We had 2 days and 13 hours on training. So it probably would be good to just put something on the end to train, just in case you for some reason go away for a while. Maybe put like battle cruiser if you like battle cruisers, or maybe just max out the frigate and the destroyer or something. I think in some of the future episodes, we're literally just going to look at the different ships and see what they could do. I think that would be something to do. And then we try to test them in different missions or something. Maybe just to see what the capabilities are, just to see can the destroyer run level 2 missions efficiently if you equip it properly. Then we'll just look at a bunch of different fits for these ships to maybe see some good ones. So considering we're putting all of our combat things there, mining upgrades, we just train it to level 2. I don't even think we're gonna train it. We're just gonna work on our PvP for 2 days and 11 hours. And then resource processing. So we actually did need to train these up. So if you go Veldespar processing, show information required for crystal. Oh, so we can't even use the first crystal until we train this up. I guess we just, in the footage we flew to a station, we seen that we actually needed to learn all of these books, right? So we flew to the station 2 jumps away, and then we learned the books. It was just over here because we didn't want to pay the high Jetta prices of like 500,000. We just wanted to fly to the station and buy the book instead. So they were pretty cheap. Though we need to use level 3 to be able to use this, so it'll take 4 hours to train to that one. And then if we want to use the tier 2 crystal, we're gonna have to train for 1 day. So that's alright, I guess. So if we go here, we could just throw everything in the item hanger. We pretty much just brought it here to equip to our other ships. There wasn't everything for sale in this station. Which might actually be an opportunity to sell stuff in this station and maybe make some more money or something. Yeah, 'cause I don't know what we're gonna do with the 105,000. Basically, I think we're gonna go mine and hopefully make some of that money back. So we just have to see what can we fit on the ship. We could put the medium shield extender on. That takes most of our power grid. And we could put the small shield extender on, I guess. Or maybe we should just put on a booster or something. Maybe that would make sense. So we just put the shields there. Then we put the medium shield booster. And then maybe a survey scanner. Something like that. Then I think we do need rigs or something, right? We do need shield rigs or something. We don't have too much hit points. We have the vulnerability field and the shield booster and then a medium. Alright, so good. Somebody bought some of our stuff. Someone bought the minor ones that we put on sale. So this one, just like 123,000. It should improve our kinetic damage. So let's put the EM damage. We just bought some rigs. So medium anti-EM reinforcers, so it should bring our shield resistances up from 0% up to 30%. And then we should get the thermal and the EM one. So medium anti-thermal rig. So that one was pretty much the same. They pretty much cost less than 200,000. And put the other one on anti-kinetic shield. So we could have gotten the shield extenders. Maybe those would have been better, right? The field extender increases your shield. Although these things are pretty expensive. They're like over 2 million to buy them. So we don't have the 2 million to buy them. So this is pretty much our ship fit. We just got that. We got the invulnerability field 1, the medium shield booster, the medium shield extender, the survey scanner, and then mining laser upgrades. So maybe we should have damage control or something. We'll have to switch them out depending where we are and what we're doing, but I think it would be a good thing to have a damage control. We need to get a level 2, so this will increase all of our resistances, right? Yeah, by a huge ton. Okay, so I think we do keep the damage control on. Just because that would keep us like 100% safe. We'd lose a little tiny bit of mining, right? Strip miner 1019 per second. What was it with the... Where's the other thing? Where's the mining? Oh, there's the mining laser upgrade. So we could close the rig window. So it'd be 1019. We'd be losing a little bit, right? We'd be 1070. Oh, okay. Yes, these things barely do anything so then. So we do want 1 damage control. That would just increase your resistance is a whole lot more, right? Show info, shield resistance, armor resistance, and then a whole bunch of hull resistance. So you have a lot less chance of losing your ship in space when we activate these. And then we just got the regular strip miners. Eventually, we're going to want to get the modulated strip miners. Though we're going to need some more money for that. And then we got drones. So I think we did trade drones. We just got a bunch of light drones. Light drones in the drone bay. So the drone bay is filled up with drones. So if we're mining and then rats come to attack us, we could just send the drones to kill the rats. And I think we had more too, didn't we? Or maybe we didn't. Maybe we'd have to buy more. So we should keep some in our inventory just in case they get blown up. But I guess that's good enough. We can only send out like 2 or 3 drones at once, I think. So there we go. There's the mining ship. We used our skills. We did a whole bunch of things, and then we're working on our combat again while we go and mine, I guess. And then eventually we're gonna want to be able to afford a combat ship. So mining is just going to be something to do that's easy, where we don't have to worry about it. And then we'll have to figure out how to get the ores back to southerly places. But now we're very excited to go try the mining ship. So you can get into the mining ship very quickly. You just have to apply these skill points and then fly it, which so it just costs like 20 million. So it's only 20 million to fit the ship. So there we go. You could fly this, or you could just go for straight combat, and then you could fly a sick battleship pretty soon or something.